and welcome to the staff tutorial on how to submit a maintenance request. Now, as a student, you can submit a maintenance request through your My Housing portal and submit it that way, and that's where students, if you have students who want to submit one, they need to do that. It'll be under the miscellaneous tab. However, as a staff member, you can access the maintenance request a different way, maybe a preferable way, especially allowing you the opportunity to submit it for other rooms besides just the room that you are currently assigned to. So if you need to submit it for something throughout your facility, your on-duty rounds, or for you, on behalf of a student, this is how you will need to submit the maintenance request form. You would log into rmsadmin.uwec.edu, right, the back end of the software, and you are going to see the screen here. You're going to go under your home menu. Now remember, my home menu looks different than yours, but you should see this maintenance loft request, okay? So under there you should see submit maintenance request. I'm going to click on that link. And there it pops up, and it's going to ask me for what living area am I looking to submit my maintenance request for. So I'm going to use this little blue select button here, and I'm going to say I'm going to find the picker, and I'm going to drill down to what area I'm looking to submit the maintenance request for. Maybe it's something exterior to the building, so I would just pick Horn Hall and proceed forward and describe that something on the exterior of the building. Maybe it's something on the second floor on the north wing. So I would just pick this and not designate down. However, if you are doing it on the behalf of a student in a particular room, maybe it's a checkout that you need to submit a request for, you are going to want to drill down and indicate the room. In the residence halls, obviously the A/B bed space does not matter, so you literally could put room 222 and let us know if it's the furniture or the paint or the carpet in that room. However, if it is an apartment community, you'll see under apartments here, the 3 apartment communities. And if I drill down in here to Chancellor's, you can see that maybe it is just the unit 102, and it is something in the kitchen, or it is something in the bathroom or living area. I could just pick that. But if it is something specific to the bedroom, that's not a good example, sorry. If it's something to specific to the bedroom, for example, the furniture or the carpet, something individual bedroom wise, you do want to pick the actual bedroom space so we know that it is the A bedroom. So proceeding with that, you could do that. Now, there is an option you can also see under this, look up room number. If you see that and you want to click and say, hey, I'm looking for something in Governor's Hall, I'm looking to see what the kitchen is, or I'm looking to see what the lounge is, etc. If I scroll down, this is telling you the labels for the different rooms throughout the building. And I can page through and see the bedrooms, etc. So maybe it's something on the lounge. Sorry, this is kind of a goofy thing, but maybe it's here. Maybe it's in one of these. It's the kitchen. So I can see that the kitchen is in Governor's 12. So I'm going to close this now, and I would see that I want to look for Governor's 12, which is then under Governor's, first probably in the basement, Governor's 12. That's the kitchen. And so then I would submit my request, okay? But let's just take a student room, for example. I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to go into this 219 in Horn. So when I go next, it says, what living area am I submitting this for? I'm submitting it for Horn 219. Is this an urgent request or not? So you have to decide if you're going to click the box or not. Remember, if it is an urgent request, i.e. urgent meaning water of any type that you cannot control, that needs immediate attention. Heat issue, remember, if it's a heat issue, you do need to take a physical temperature and record that here as to what that temperature is. And you need to contact your hall director to ensure that this form is needed. Then you will describe here in this box what the issue is. We have 2 description boxes here. Unfortunately, the way the software program is designed, it does not allow us to put a lot of characters in this first box. So if you run out of space in the first box, just continue on the second box with whatever description you need. So I'm going to say the bed on the right hand side of the room as you enter has a bed rail that needs repair on the right side closest to the door. Now, you have some options down here. So if you want to submit this on behalf of a student, you can add that student's name here. Really, you would want to add the student's name if you feel like facilities or our associate or assistant director will need to contact that student, and then you would enter their phone number for that student here. This certainly is not necessary. It's kind of a choice on what you feel at the time given the request. If this is a combination change, most likely you might not be doing many of these. The hall directors will probably do most of these, but if it is a combination change request, we do need to know what date the student checked out, so we can get that submitted over and make sure it's not changed before they leave. Then finally down here, you will see optional file attachment. If there is a situation where you just say, I cannot describe this, if I could just take a picture of it and show the assistant director for operations what this is going on, it would be much better. You certainly can do that. Again, it's optional. And I would say do not do this every time, as our server certainly cannot handle that, but if it is necessary, certainly do use it. It is here for functionality for you to use. You can upload a photo. You can click and drag it if you have it, or you can double click in here and find a picture. I don't know, let's just use this one. I'm gonna say, yep, I wanna attach that picture. Once I got the green check mark box, it means it's uploaded. I need to officially select it here with the select button. There, now my photo is attached. So I have everything designated that I need to, and then I'm just going to click submit, and then this form goes off to our associate director for facilities operations here in housing, and he will review the form and decide which staff member or area within the organization needs to address this concern. I will say, if you do this on behalf of a student, make sure that you communicate to the student that by authorizing this form, you submitting it on their behalf, they are authorizing somebody to come in their room without prior notification to them. The staff will generally not be contacting the student indicating that they will be coming on Wednesday at 2 o'clock, for example. The staff will just show up when they can to address the issue and repair the issue. So the student needs to be aware that someone will be coming into their space when a maintenance request is submitted. And then it could, a lot of students will ask us, well, how long or what's the time frame? It all depends on what it is. Some of these maintenance requests need to go through our university facility staff, and that may take a little bit longer depending on the issue. Or if it's a furniture issue, we have in-house staff for that, and some students that can come maybe attend to that, and it could be the next day. So unfortunately, there is no good answer to that question. Just know that we are processing it. If there is no resolution within a couple business days, I would say like 3 or 4. If there's no resolution, then you need to certainly be reaching out to your hall director and saying what's going on, why isn't this been addressed, and making sure that the form was received and processed correctly, and maybe get an update from our assistant director. So if you have any questions, again, reach out to your hall director or the housing office. Thanks.